Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Cyber Magician here, and Happy New Year! Welcome to 2020. So this is going to be my first video of the year, and what we're doing right now is we're going to cover something a little different. So I've been playing around. Now remember we had the hardcore server up and running, and one of the things I did in there is I was playing around with a particular character. And that character was rather interesting, and I wanted to see if you could actually play this character, because it is to basically training a character in two classes that normally don't go together, because one uses one stat and one uses another. Now what I'm referring to is this character right here. This is Isrini Drillium. Well, I know, I like weird names. Anyways, she is a Cleric Wizard. She's level 13 already. It's like, holy crap. So she is fun to play, and she's basically built as a solo character that I can play. So the only thing she can't do is traps, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll throw that in as a mix. So for anybody out there, if you know anybody who's done a Cleric Wizard and it's proved successful, leave your comments in the comment bar below. If you like my channel, please subscribe. I am progressing. I don't do this for a living. This is just something I do for fun. So, because I'm retired. Ex-military Canadian Forces, and I'm retired. So, I gotta do something. The wife says, get a hobby. And because it's happy wife, happy life, I went, yes dear. Got a hobby. So instead of just playing the games, she wants me to do these videos. She said it would be fun. So I'm going to continue. This is my second year. And I've been playing around with this. So anyways, she is a Cleric Wizard. Okay, but her stats are normal. I mean, if you'd notice, no tomes. 1 second.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry, I'm recovering from a cold, and you have a tendency to pick this up at the winter time. So right now, as you can see, there is nothing there. There's no tomes. So these are the stats that she's been getting from normal things, such as her equipment. Ta-da! It's all over there. And of course, how you build her up with your enhancements. We'll go into that in a minute. So she has 316 hit points right now with a buff on. She has 894 spell points. No key. Armor class is 49, which is okay for a level 13. And that's made up of this. So she has a base 10. There you can see the shield, the armor, natural, blah, 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 blah. So she also gets 7% to dodge. Max chance 8%. Defense chance at level right now is 56. So she set up pretty good. Max dex bonus is 8. She has 5 right now. We're good to go. The saves are pretty normal when you look at the classes. Fortitude, Reflex, Will. Her BAB is interesting because it's plus 8. And down on the right-hand side here, our bonus down here is 25. That's a combination of all the information, such as her stat, her strength, her BAB, and any bonuses for weapons. So it's plus 25. And then we have attack bonuses, 4% for double strike, and double shot, 2%. And 0 for weapon power. Yes! Cleric Wizard. Spell resistance is 10, which is nice. Fortification, which I got to bring up a little bit, is 10%. Now, you'll notice that all my resistances are quite high because I've been using these shrines over here to be able to boost it up by 30. Thank you, Guild. We have a physical resistance rating of 17 and magic resistance rating of 5. So we also have at the top, you can see all the bonuses we get from the Guild. And there they are there. Ta-da! I got a couple extras thrown in for good luck, such as She is Asmar, so the Fallen Bond is there. I do have a Slayer boost running, which is 30%. And the rest of the stuff is pretty normal. There's Experience Shrine is there. And I do notice I'm missing one, which I'm going to have to fix. This is the huge Jewel of Fortune bonus, so that's pretty good. What's this? Experience Shrine 5%. That's a learning bonus 10%. That's the one I got to fix. I got to change that to 30%. But it's on for 2.5 hours, so I might as well let it run out. So there it is. So as you can see, let's get rid of that. Whoop, this one. Let's go back here and we'll focus on this. Bring it to the center. Thank you. Skills. Balance. Concentration. Concentration the highest along with spellcraft. Wizard, cleric. So we need the spellcraft in there. Concentration, getting beat on in battle. So everybody knows what that is. Heal 19, 14 for tumble. That's got +8 because of equipment. Disabled device is Zippo because she's not a rogue. So listen is 10. Search is 12. Spot is 10. Yeah, pretty normal. Listen, I mean, there's nothing really super high here. Her feats, of course, we got the feats combined because of the Cleric Wizard. So everybody knows that the special feats inherit racial bonus. Yay, big deal. Basic feats, they're there. You can pause the video when you're going through this. The main cleric, this is where it changes because she's going to solo, so she's going to have to fight. To be able to fight, she has to use weapons. To use weapons, as a cleric, wizard, you have to have the ability to do that. So, domain of war. And what this does, filled with the spirit of battle, you gain +1 to hit and damage with melee and ranged weapons. This bonus increases it by +1 at 4th, 8th, 12th, 16th, and 20th level. When using Turn Undead, you and your party gain bonuses to melee and attack power equal to half your cleric level for 20 seconds. Cool. Improved domain of war. Filled with the spirit of battle, you become proficient with any weapon you wield. Gotta love that. So basically, no matter what weapon this girl picks up, she becomes proficient with it. She drops it, it's not proficient anymore. So she can use anything. Any weapon in the game. Period. That is cool. So that negates part of the minuses that you have being a cleric wizard. So she can pick up any weapon. So I don't have to waste my feats by picking up Kopesh or Dwarven Axe or anything. There they are. I got everything. Pretty cool. Cleric feats, standard there. Of course, everybody has that. Any cleric. Defense, the same thing, but I added mobility, dodge, and spring attack. Because this girl's big, you want to be running around like a chicken with her head cut off because she's a cleric wizard. So this negates the problem with the -4 for attack. Deity feats, unyielding sovereignty is what I went with, simply because that's her class as a cleric. So you could heal hit point damage. That's pretty good. You can read that yourself. You know what they are if you're looking at clerics. Favor, House Falern, skill feat. Yes, +2 to hide and perform skills. Okay. Inscribe Wizard, of course, because she is a wizzy too. Martial feats. And it just says Sunder and Trip. Yeah, big deal. Yeah. With a strength of 19, she's not going to be tripping too many people. Proficiencies. Heavy armor, light armor, and your weapons. Oh, your martial weapons. Okay. We knew that was going to happen. Medium armor, a shield, of course, and then we throw in simple weapon proficiencies in there also. Racial benefits. As the Marius have your healing hands. Yay. And she has 2 of those, so that's pretty good. Now, what do they work for? How many? Well, probably help if I move that aside and do it again. 138 hit points she heals by that. That's pretty good. So, our range feats, quick draw, of course. Here, spellcasting feats. Combat casting, yes. And magical training. So those are all feats. Pretty normal. Spells, cleric, you know what they are here. You can read through them at your leisure. Nothing here out of the ordinary. And of course, we do have the wizard ones, which I picked ones that she can use pretty easily. Crafting, yeah, level 16, so we did get a few things changed on her when we were on the other side. Enhancements, now the enhancements come from their enhancement tree. And this is where it gets a little interesting because we have the Cleric Wizard. So, Azamar, we got the 1 point in there, yay. War Priest, this is the one that gives it to you. Melee attack, smite your enemies with melee attack and deals additional weapon damage. +2 armor class, fire and light power. And as you go up, armor class again, fire and light power. Then you add hit points, and then you add Sacred Touch. When you heal allies with positive energy spells, they gain +2 armor class and +2 physical resistance for 12 seconds. Nice. This, as you notice, is where I put most of my points in the Eldritch Knight. Main reason for that is it allows me to use my magic user or wizard side as with 0 spell failure. And that comes all the way up here with this. You gain proficiency in medium armor and no longer suffer arcane spell failure from light armor, medium armor, or a mithril body. Ooh, that's pretty cool. And then throw in 5% chance for shield bashing. And then, because we're going to be based on intelligence now, when she's working through this, you can see her strength is 19, but her intelligence and wisdom are 21, so that's +5. So what I did is I added this. Eldritch accuracy. Get intelligence to hit with weapons and shield bashes. So she gets an extra +1 to hit. But I follow right across, right into the Harper Agent and this one right here. Strategic Combat 2. You can use your intelligence mod for damage with melee and missile weapons as well as hand wraps. Note, this ability does not apply to shields. Ha ha ha. Don't shield bash that much at all, so I don't care. But it allows me to use that higher number from my intelligence for damage and for my attack power. That's pretty good. Shield training, again, proficiency with that, and then shield spell failure dropped by 5%. We have your spells over here, extra hit points, concentration, intimidating, spellcraft. Down below, we pick up our spell sword. So we get an additional dice. So right now it does 4d6 because we're above level 12. So that's pretty good. And if you go add to it, we now imbue the blade. Minus 15% spell failure when equipped armor, shields, and warforged body feats. So cool. Plus 2% double strike, universal spell power. So that adds up. But what we want to concentrate on is that minus 15 arcane spell failure. That ties in with this. But it doesn't say anything about heavy armor, does it? It's only medium here. So this adds to that. So it says equipped armor. It doesn't say medium armor. And then we can enhance that. Again, now this is minus 20%. And then it goes as high as, minus 20%. So that's the highest we go. But we have to have a level 12 wizard to do that, which is fine. And spell resistance, +6 to acid, cold, electric, fire, sonic, that stuff. So we're going to work on that. And then we got Archmage, allows magic missiles. And we're going to build this up a little bit more too. Damage from wands and scrolls, especially healing wands that we have. And then Harper Agent is simply because we want to again attack. So +1 to evil, increase my intelligence, +1 to evil. And over here we have +1 enhancement bonus, plus 20 spell points. Hit points, an extra 15 spell points, an extra 100 there. And then we have that, of course, the attack over here. So what that means to me and to everybody that's watching this is my enhancements over here. We have Eldritch Strike, Magic Missile, Improved Mage Armor, Improved Shield, Smite Foe, and then our Spell Sword. So they're all down here on the toolbars. And that is going to work out really nice. So when we attack somebody and hit them with a sword now, let's bring up our weapon. Our weapon is this guy. +4 Ghost Touch Scimitar of Draining. So Holy 3. Okay. 3d6 damage on a hit. But if I'm hitting, there's that Holy 3. Now I'm going to turn the acid on. And there's the acid kicking in for good luck. So we just added another bar to it. So we get the weapon damage, we get good, and now we get acid. So that's really good. And the reason behind that is simply because we've added that step into it. So there we have it. And over here we have the weapons, of course. We have some of the stuff like Wand of Invisibility. We have that. Acid weapons here. +3 acid weapon as a fire weapon. And this one is another acid. Assassinate capabilities. Not really. +3 holy mace, +4 holy mace. We have the Giant's Roar bow. So standard stuff that you would expect to fire. It's Hellfire. We've been in through that. And some ones. So of course our Muckbane. Potions we have here. Of course everybody knows what they are. You can read through. If you're playing the game, all you have to do is look at the symbol and go, yep, that's a heroism. That's a magic invisibility. That's curse. That's a disease. Good hope. Yeah, you know what they are. And there was some cookies and cakes that I've collected on other tunes and given to her. And then we have our, of course, we're down here with spells, so we need our components. And our collectibles. And now, this is our armor. So, armor check failure from reduced to 0, so spell resistance 10%, as regard 2. So that's where we get our armor class of 49. Now, we can throw this on, which is +4 deflecting 10, a battle plate of electric resistance. Again, spell resistance is 10. Let's try it. So armor class was 49. And now it's 54. But down here at Magic Missiles, we have a 19% failure of those spells due to that. So it's reduced from 35 down to 20%. But we're also having our shield. Shield is fine. There's no spell failure there at all. So we still have a 15 or 19% spell failure for our magic missile spells. But only the regular ones. That one and this one. This one in the middle, no. It will go off. Chain lightning, 19%. 19% for any other arcane spell. So let's go back to our other one. Most of the time when you're using your heavy armor, I'm in heavy engaged battle, and I can't get the spells off anyway, so I don't care. But a lot of the buff spells, yeah, she can go with it through them and buff herself up pretty good. So we have the other equipment. Now let's go here. Goggles of Accuracy, Invigorating Helmet, Wizardry 79, nice. +3 Wisdom. Heroic Inspiration, Spell Saves, Feather Fall, Death Block, Natural Armor, Dexterity, Good Luck, Underwater Action, Protection. So you can see the standard equipment. Spectral Gloves is nice. That she has. Dexterity, Con, Combustion. So she has all those, and then she has the Weathered Targ as her shield. Whoops, stop. There we go. Thank you. Spell Sword. Acid also applies to that. Ghost touches and there, so that's really cool. Sapphire resistance, improved light resistance, and dense wood. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Everything else, then she makes a decent character. I do have the Keep on the Borderland cosmetic set that she has wearing right now. And these are all the stuff that she has in the list there. We do have all our pets, all kinds of those, but don't care. So, now where? Now, the biggest question is, how does she play? Well, she plays pretty good with what she's supposed to be doing at this level. So let's take a look. And we're off and running. So we got our buffs from there, so we're not worried about that. And I was thinking about this recently with her. If I wanted to actually become an undead cleric. That would be funny. So here we have a cleric running around with an undead skeleton following behind her. That's just too funny. But I need the acid sword. Actually, you use both, but just 3 points. Let's go back out to Giant Hall. I want to go to Giant Hall. Thank you very much. Now, one of the things that she does have is our animated scarecrow and a hireling. So she has those two that are tagging along. And I'd be stupid if I didn't use them, because I'm out here running around by myself as a solo character. So to have these extra people and things absorb damage instead of them beating on me is kind of smart. That's what you normally have. So, first time in Giant Hall. Yahoo! Let's call up our friends. There's one. Two. There we are. So we're all set. Now, because we have the light armor on, we have 0 spell failure. So if we go to buff up, now would be the time, and there they are. So that basically took up 190 spell points. That's not really going to change over the life of this young lady. But her spell point that she's going to have is going to increase dramatically. So if we...
Oh, this hate and anger. It still burns within all my kind. The best solution, the only solution, is the one I see before me. Death to us all.
Alright, let's go attack. And there's our magic missile. As you can see, it does some pretty good damage. One down. Used to it. So damage sustained on me, Zippo a little bit on our other guys. That's what we're expecting to happen. Goodbye, turkey. Oh, we got a bunch over here. So we have to stay our pocket. Of course, I'm getting a bunch of ones. So you can see down here you have received a bonus of +2 over here. That's why your Slayer count is so high. There's 1,100 experience points for that, so it's 25 dead. You're not supposed to. Okay, so I've still not sustained any damage. Still got my extra 15 hit points there. They have absorbed a little bit. I do mean a little bit. And they're going to heal back up again. Kill the spellcaster first. Yes. Sound strategy. see what we can beat up down here. Hey, feather fall. Hello. So you beat those two guys down. But one of the things we've picked up and I haven't talked about is the steed of the Borderlands. Yes, now let's go exploring. Much easier, much quicker. Yahoo! So we get to places very shortly. Much quicker than just rolling around. So this gives me about a 210, 11% rate of rolling around this place. So, nice and handy to have a horse. Now the horse is one of the ones I got with the cosmetic pack that I bought in my free DBO points. Yay! And so it cost me money cash points.
This is a place to avoid. The crater here will drive you mad, and only death will bring peace.
Such a pessimist. Anyways, I was just speaking, the pack gave me a horse for each one of my characters.
I see the terror of our history when I look upon this battlefield.
Instead of going out to
Giants
having to
have done a maze of ledges and rock.
got the pack.
This land is steeped in mystery. Who created such a place?
The amount of time that
Why?
also makes it easier to explore. If I don't want to fight, I don't have to. So I can run away from it. Yeah, doesn't make sense. Instead of going to the heat of the Borderlands and running around out there like my chick with his head cut off, trying to get everything done, I pick up those feathers and those tokens so I get a horse to increase the speed. This way, I've got it. And I've got it on every tone. Instead of having to collect.
Be at peace, my kin,
and a horseshoe.
for my actions will wipe away all our pain.
That's a lot of horseshoes. And I don't have to do that now. That's so cool. So I don't have to waste my time doing that. No, I just have to waste my time trying to run around and battle people. That's the fun. That's what this game is about. It's not about being the strongest person. Well, at least for me. For me, this is fun. I am retired. I am out here looking around with my characters, trying to experiment with them, see how much fun I can have with these guys, and see how things work out. And if they're fun, I'll continue. And if it isn't fun, I won't. It's that easy. Guys gonna come down from up there? No? I'm gonna beat these guys up. Hey you! Hey you, ugly. Get over here. Thank you very much. Clean up those. Now, as you can see, other guys are already doing their job, provided their attention, so that not everything. think I'm going to I normally don't do this with experimental character because what I'm about to do is I want to waste a bunch of relics. And I want to get this girl some...
Who is this
Elven.
giant? What is his story? Did he remember his childhood, his friends? Did the lust for blood and war consume his thoughts as well?
Get up. There you go. So anyways, as you can see, at level 13, and I am on level out here. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So at my level, I'm out here giant holes. These guys are being crazy. Yes, I'm being crazy. No doubt about it. Not really. Because she gets too low. Yep, there it is. Thank you very much. But let's recall. Let's go do that. Let's try and see what we can do. Because the armor she has now is breastplate, so it's a decent armor. It's plus 19. But let's take a look. Whoop. Excuse me, pardon me, come through. Blue scales. Alright, what do you offer? Medium armor. Plus 20. Oh, level 14. But it's a plus 26 armor. Plus 26. Wait a minute. This is only 14. So that gives me plus 7. And it also gives me spell pen 2, spell lore, which gives me a 6% crit chance. Potency 52%, and lightning resistance 30%. Now the heavy armor is the same thing, but I get the spell failure with that. So I could actually choose that and make it plus 21. Rogue. Those don't look bad. And of course we had the flawless ones, level 25 stuff, which is again, it's really good. Draconian 9 if you wear the helmet too. And you got all those on yourself. So that's blue armor, and this is Elfcraft. Now Elfcraft is plus 21. So not as good. Spell failure is still a 0, so that's good. Potency is a 40, spell lore a 3, spell pen. So between the two of them, I wonder if I can get both of them at the same time. No, you wouldn't, you. Red. So this is level 14 armor, and that gives me 26, and spell lore. Potency is 52, spell lore 6%. Me. So potency is 40, so spell lore is the 3%. So this is not as good as the blue. But that's the difference between Elven and Dragon Scale. But I've got 496 Elven items here. And for the blue, nope, I don't have enough for blue armor. So if it's going to be Elven, it's going to be Elven. But let's check the other dudes. So you get a maximum for plus 26 to my armor class. Hello. Plus 20. This is the Dragoncraft armor. So fortification is much higher. Use that because I'm at 10%. Pardon me. Here we go. 100% fort. Protection and shield of 5 and 4. Plus 26. So that was the same. Oh, pardon me. Level 10, the Dragoncraft armor. And I got 530 of it. So there it is. So I have a 54 armor class we're going to swap out. So we got a 55 armor class, so this will be plus 1. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. So 55 armor class, but our fortification jumped up to 85%. And the only thing I don't know, let's see what it shows here. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. Yuck. That's brutal. Come on, game designers, make some good looking armor, not that crap. It's the same one they use for a whole bunch of again over here, level 10, but this is Haste Guard, Fury, Adamantium. No big difference. I have to use black so I can do this. Haste Guard, Armor Piercing, Relentless Fury, and Good Acid. So I can do that. That's level 14, so I can do it. If I want. Let's just look at it. And I can make it. And it's bound to character. That's the biggest thing. So anytime you do out here in Giant Old, you do create this Armorcraft armor, or the Elven, the Giant Craft, or the Dragon, blah, 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 blah. They bind to your character, so you have to be very careful with that. So there we are. There is your first look at my Cleric Wizard. So we're going to have to work on our spell points because it's not quite up to snuff. But she does pretty good. And of course we do have our pots, which of course I didn't even drink one. So we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. This is the Cyber Magician from Dungeons & Dragons Online with our new Izrini Cleric Wizard. May your new year be better than your last year.